Ooh. Welcome back. We're in for a wild ride today. My name's Clara. Today I'm making over this 70-year-old bookshelf that was hand-built by my friend's grandfather. From what I understand, her husband told her that this piece either needs to get fixed soon or it's going straight to the dump. And from the condition that it got to me in, I can understand his reasoning there. But obviously pieces of furniture can be so sentimental. So I really wanted to give this piece of furniture another chance. So if you want to see what I did, what I learned, what mistakes I made, and how it all turned out, just keep watching. The challenge for today is taking this hand-built dresser that hasn't seen a lot of love recently and turning it into something functional and looking good. You might see something today that will make you mad. You will be sitting at home thinking, no, don't turn on the hose. Why is she using the hose? That's too much water. That's too much soap. And all I can say is, I know. I was thinking, okay, it's a hot day. This piece is so dirty. I'll just hose it down. What's the worst thing that could happen? The veneer will buckle. It'll come off completely. That's the worst thing that'll happen. Before you come at me in the comments for putting water all over this dresser, don't think for a second that I don't know that I shouldn't have done that. I was the one who had to deal with all of the issues that caused. I know. I shouldn't have done that. But it's okay because you can buy replacement wood paneling, and that's what I did. Can you just see the look of sheer frustration and anger and disappointment and I don't even know what else in my face right there? Yes, if this piece wasn't a commission, I probably would have given up like many different points in this process. Somehow I persevered. I actually took about a 3-month break from this project and I got some new wood paneling for the back. My dad helped me saw it down to size and I put it on. Wait, I just remembered what the other side of hammers are for. Literally, that's the job of a hammer. When I was feeling a little less dramatic, I got back to working on this piece and I used some wood glue and some nails to add the new back to this bookshelf. Because this piece is almost 70 years old, I tried my best to keep all parts intact that I possibly could, but there were definitely a lot of structural issues and I had to make repairs. I wanted to keep the spirit of the piece and to keep the craftsmanship of my client's grandpa in mind whenever I possibly could. Okay, I'm gonna clean the piece again, and this time I'm gonna do it right. I'm using a TSP cleaner that's diluted in a spray bottle with water, and then I'm gonna wipe things down. Now, just remember the original piece was so dirty, and it's a lot cleaner now because I've already cleaned it, but it's still dirty, and there's still stain and things that are coming off. So I really need to use something strong like TSP to clean it one more time. Now that the piece is fully clean, I'm adding some Bondo to make any last repairs before I paint this. I'm planning on spraying paint on this piece, so I'm going to set up my spray tent so I don't get any paint on the driveway. Here's how I set up my Flexio 3000 spray gun. You have to put all sorts of pieces together and make sure everything fits just so that you get a good, clean, even spray. I always run a little bit of water through before I put in any paint just to make sure that everything is set up properly. And you can see here that there's a seal issue. So sometimes you put everything together and there's a little bit of a seam there that you can see. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to adjust it, and you can see that that seam is not visible. So that's what you want. You want there to be no seam visible. The frustration continues. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell myself, honestly. The paint sprayer is just not been working for me the past couple months. I've had so many issues with it. I don't like saying that because it worked so well for the first few months that I had it, but I don't know. So I'm going to contact Wagner. If any of you have connections to a company that might want to send me a paint sprayer to test and review and feature on this channel, I would be more than happy to. Definitely in the market to try out a new paint sprayer. When I was done spraying the piece, you can see that there's a bit of an orange peel texture, and some areas are lighter and some are darker, which I find very frustrating. Sometimes that happens with the darker paint, so I'm going to use a dark wax to seal this piece, and I'm hoping that that will make it nice and rich dark black all over consistently. I noticed while I was using this wax that I was having a hard time getting it to go on, and I think that that is actually because it was really cold. I was working with the garage doors open to the outside, so I actually ended up taking some Big Mama's Better in the scent Orange Grove and mixing that together with Annie Sloan chalk paint wax in dark black, and that just was a little bit smoother going on, and it also made it smell really good. Time to clean the hardware. I'm boiling it in vinegar and water 1-to-1 ratio, and then I'm giving it a good scrub with Barkeeper's Friend. All right, y'all, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm almost at 5,000. You can make the difference and get me to 5K. And I have a couple really fun videos coming out when I hit 5K, so make sure to subscribe. But now, are you ready for the big reveal? Let's remember what this looked like when I got it. And now, ta-da! What a journey. It was a long journey. You know what? In the end, I think I ultimately saved this piece. I saved it from the trash and I saved it for this person. She now gets to keep this piece that her grandpa made in high school. And it was the first piece he ever made. And I think there's something special about that. Even though I'm still learning and even though I still make mistakes, I think that's okay. I think I should make mistakes. I think you should make mistakes. Make mistakes. It's okay.